Good morning. If your name is Taya Pina, can you just identify yourself?
Pyapina.
Yes.
It's me, Gary Pinar.
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
Hi, everyone.
Good morning. Chairman Winter, we have 12 members present and a quorum. We're ready to begin whenever you are.
Great. Thank you very much, Ashley. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll call the meeting to order. And Ashley, could you please read the notice of public meeting?
Yes. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of the meeting had been sent to the Trenton Times, Star Ledger, and Asbury Park Press at least 48 hours prior to the meeting, and that a meeting notice had been duly posted on the Secretary of State's bulletin board at the State House.
Thank you. And Ashley, could you please conduct the roll call?
Yes. Representing Attorney General Matthew J. Placken, Amy Menacchio Nason.
Here.
Representing State Treasurer Elizabeth Muyo, Gary Pinar.
Here.
Representing Environmental Protection Commissioner Sean LaTourette, Tony Finley.
Here.
Representing Education Commissioner Kevin Demir, Paula Bloom. Board Member Bloom, we just need to hear you.
We can see her.
Is that
She doesn't
acceptable?
look muted.
Oh, can you wave your hand? That our attorney said that's also acceptable. Okay, present. Representing Health Commissioner Jeff Brown, Kelly Anderson Thomas.
Here.
Representing Human Service Commissioner Sarah Edelman, Adam Neary.
Here.
Representing Labor and Workforce Development Commissioner Robert Osorio Angelo, Keith White. Mr. White is absent during roll call. Representing Transportation Commissioner Francis K. O'Connor, Susan Weber.
Here.
Representing the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, Paul Seppi.
Here.
Public Member Barry Van Cat.
Here.
Public Member R. Andrew Marshall.
I am here.
Public Member Robert Sierra.
Here.
Representing Department of Community Affairs Commissioner Jacqueline Suarez, Janelle Winter.
Here.
Chairman, we have 12 members present and a quorum.
Great. Thank you very much. The next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the May 28th, 2025 meeting. We ask all board members to keep in mind that you can vote in favor of the minutes even if you were not in attendance at the meeting. Approval of the minutes is a matter of form because the action taken by the board was approved by the governor after the expiration of the 10-day veto period. May I have a motion for approval of the minutes?
Tony Finley.
Mr.
I will
Seppi,
make a
I'll move it.
motion to approve the minutes.
Or second it.
And a second. Okay.
Chairman, can we just get the name of who seconded it? It was a lot of people.
Sure. Who was the second for that motion?
I know EDA doesn't. Well, we don't want. Seppi can do it. I don't know if you had me as first or second, doesn't matter.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ashley, could you read the roll call?
Yes. Amy Menacchio Nason.
Yes.
Gary Pinar.
Yes.
Anthony Finley.
Yes.
Paula Bloom.
Yes. Can you hear me this time?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Kelly Anderson Thomas.
Yes.
Adam Neary.
Yes.
Susan Weber,
Yes.
Paul Seppi,
Yes.
Barry Van Cat,
Yes.
R. Andrew Marshall,
Yes.
Robert Sierra,
Yes.
Chairman Janelle Winter.
Yes.
Chairman, you have 12 yeses and 0 nos. The motion passes.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is new business. We have 6 items of business for approval today. The first is resolution number 25-04, approval of the 2025 NJRA meeting schedule. President and CEO Leslie Anderson will present an overview of the proposed resolution.
Good morning, everyone. Please forgive me if I sound faint. I have a cold. I'm trying my best not to get anyone sick or to get you guys sick through the Zoom. This is our standard meeting schedule. We look to meet every other month. We take this summer off because we still have that 11% requirement, and it's difficult to get a quorum due to summer vacation schedules. But the dates are here with the exception of the Wednesday, September 16th, 2026 meeting. All of the meetings will be virtual by Zoom. However, everyone will be able to come to our offices if they would like to attend and participate in the meeting. Chairman, that's my presentation.
Thank you.
I have one question. Leslie, for the Wednesday, September 16th, you said in person. Is there a particular reason for that?
Tony, we like to go visit a location where
Got
we
you.
projects. So that is in all likelihood going to be the meeting where we go to a community and visit where we've undertaken projects.
Great. You don't have one in mind yet, right?
No, do you have one in mind?
I might.
Okay, call me later.
I'll talk to Daryl and we'll see what we can do. Thanks.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments from the members of the board? All right. May I have a motion for approval of the resolution?
I'll move it, Amy.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Tony Finley will second it.
Ashley, could you please take a roll call?
Yes. Amy Minacchio Nason,
Yes.
Gary Pinar,
Yes.
Tony Finley,
Yes.
Paula Bloom,
Yes.
Kelly Anderson Thomas,
Yes.
Adam Neary,
Yes.
Susan Weber,
Yes.
Paul Seppi,
Yes.
Barry Van Cat,
Yes.
Andrew Marshall,
Yes.
Robert Sierra,
Yes.
Chairman Janelle Winter.
Yes.
Chairman, we have 12 yeses and 0 nos. The motion passes.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 25-05, approval of the administrative budget. Leslie will provide an overview of this as well.
Good morning, everyone. I'm actually going to turn it over to Daryl. Him and his team, McDellis Perez, who's our comptroller, do a fantastic job of holding the line on our expenses and identifying opportunities to make our money here at the Redevelopment Authority work harder for us. So you see in the key points, the one thing that I want to commend Daryl and McDellis for is holding the line on expenses as it relates to the Development Authority. I do want to point out that we are going to be hit this year with a significant increase in healthcare costs. I think it's across the country, but it is going to impact the Redevelopment Authority. And we've also got from the governor's office to offer an across the board 3% increase for our staff. It's been about 2 years since they've seen an increase, and we wanted to note it for this year. But I'm going to turn it over to Daryl to go into just a little more detail.
Thanks, Leslie. Thanks.
You have to talk a little bit louder.
Thanks, Leslie. Can you hear me? Everyone hear me?
Now we can.
You know, that's not an issue we talk about. So, but more importantly, thanks Leslie for your support. As Leslie said, I mean, overall, the budget for 2026 will remain the same. For 2025, you know, if you looked at the only increase we had that was outside of the budget was increases in our attorney fees for AG's office. But that's just normal. We deal with them a lot and we have to pay them. We love paying them. Liz is here always to support us. So that was the only increase. But if we was back, we really, in 2023 and 2024, we had some back, you know, money that we owed them. So we finally tallied up. And so that's why it took the number over what we had budgeted for. But overall, you know, that's like they had also said, you know, you'll see the increase for salaries and fringe benefits primarily due to costs and costs we have that increase with our healthcare. I mean, no one can control that. I don't know where it's going to be next year, but we know we have to really, you know, budget for it. But at the same time, as like we said, have to make sure that we, you know, try to accommodate as much as we can our employees with a 3% cost of living adjustment. One thing that I'm happy in this budget and continues to happen this year, I don't know if it happen next year, what, you know, you see on the next page, you would see the interest income number is pretty significant. That's because, you know, we made investments into CDs protected by the banks that we're in. All the money's not at risk. So that's a good thing. But as most people are aware, with the Federal Reserve increasing interest rates, that has another effect on the interest rates we receive from banks. Matter of fact, the bank interest rates go down. Hasn't happened yet, but we expect to see some lowering of that interest income. But it has helped the NJRA significantly as we run our operations. We still, as we make loans, we're still trying to get money through our operations, interest income. But the more loans we make, that number will go up and be able to support our operations. But overall, like I said, the numbers are flat. There's no major increases here. Thank you.
That concludes the presentation, Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you, Daryl and Leslie. May I have a motion for?
Well, yeah, before we make that motion, Chairman, can I jump in for a minute? I am the one on the board. I am the board member that sits on the financial committee. So I went through all of the numbers with Daryl. I sat down and we went through all of the line items. The only question I had when I went through it was a personal expense, because that had increased. And when he sat down, he explained it to me that was mostly due to the healthcare cost, the increase in the healthcare cost. So as a result of that, I want to let the board know that I went through each line item. I found everything to be fine and appropriate. Sorry about that. And as a result, I come to the board and I recommend that this is the budget is consistent, fairly consistent with last year, and I would recommend that the board approve it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that information. Do any other board members have comments or questions? Amy?
Hi, yes, thank you. I have a question on the interest income for investments. And I see that it looks like it was 169,000 budgeted for 25, and we're projecting over $1 million for 2026. Is that correct? I see that I guess through the end of the October, it was 320,000. So, I mean, the actual, I guess. So that seems like that's a pretty significant increase in the projected investment income. And I'm not an accountant, so I'm just asking. If you could explain, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah, now she can.
Okay, so that's an excellent question. What you're not seeing here is what will happen in 24. We had the same results, and that's due to a very favorable interest rate environment. Over the last 3 years, to be great, 4 years, we received a total of $5.3 million of interest from our investments. So it shows on here what we had to change to read the presentation, because the interest income is not operating income. If you look at the P&L, you see From there, and we didn't put it in there this year because we moved it down to where it should be presented to our board. So that's why you see the change. It looks like it's a significant increase. It really isn't. But you don't have the 2024 numbers in front of you.
So are you saying that in 2024, where would this have shown up? It would have been up in the revenue, up in,
The same spot that is showing up this year.
okay. I'm not sure I understand
So when
the
you look at-
explanation, but
When you look at the P&L, the operating income comes from the revenue. We moved to the next page because it's really not revenue generated. It really comes from what we call non-operating resources as CDs, the CD investments we have. That's why you see the difference. If I hadn't before you the 24 budget, you would see that number of one, it's really higher than 1.1 million that I had. It would be consistent. So that's you don't have that. I only when I make the presentation, I only do what we did in 25 and what we did in and what we're going to do for what we project to do in 2026.
okay.
Jack, the differential is also, you're looking at a snapshot versus an entire year. So if you had that 24 comparison, I think it's Amy that's talking. It's kind of hard.
Yes, it is.
Amy that asked that question. When you compare year to year, the numbers are consistent. That makes sense. Right? You're comparing a snapshot to a year. So that consistency will come through for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. We like it when you ask questions. Keeps us on our toes.
I also have a question. This is Gary Pinar. What was used to come up with those revenue projections? Are they like industry standards? It looks like you used 2.5% for the interest income and then 3% average interest rate to the 56 million in cash balances.
Okay, it's really based on the past and what we think the environment's going to have, to be very frank. I mean, we think the interest rate environment next year is going to go down. We saw it, unfortunately, with the Federal Reserve raising rates. That's a good thing for some people, but when you talk about how banks lend, or banks really provide interest to their depositors, that depositing money is going to go down. So it's an industry standard that we're using.
And then one other question just for the AG fees. It looks like the budget was 10,000 in 25, and then actual costs through October are closer to like 60,000. And then the budget in 26 goes back to 10,000. Is that what you see your AG costs going?
Yes, because the 59, we're doing some back money that we owe to AG. That's why it went up to 59.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
There was some back payments that owed to AG's office in the past. We have to finally pay our money to Liz.
Okay, thank you.
That's good. Not you personally, Liz, but
Are there any other questions or comments from the board? All right. May I have a motion to approve the budget?
Yes,
Gary Van
Tony
Cat, I'll
Finley.
move it.
And I'll second it, Tony.
Thank you. Ashley, could you please take a roll call?
Yes. Amy Minacchio Nason,
Yes.
Gary Pinar,
Yes.
Tony Finley,
Yes.
Paula Bloom,
Okay.
Kelly Anderson Thomas.
Yes, and can we also ask Susan Weber to mute her her mic? We're getting background noise.
Thank you. Adam Neary,
yes.
Susan Weber,
Yes.
Paul Seppi,
Yes.
Barry Van Cat,
Yes.
Andrew Marshall,
Yes.
Robert Sierra,
Yes.
Chairman Janelle Winter.
Yes.
Chairman, we have 12 yeses and 0 nos. The motion passes.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 25-06, approval of up to $2,373,500 in financial assistance from the Urban Site Acquisition Fund to 296 South Street Holdings JV LLC. Leslie?
Good morning. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? I'm
Yes.
going to turn it over to Daryl to provide that presentation.
Once again, good morning. This is a project, the 296 South Street Holdings, approval of up to $2.3 million in financial assistance from the Urban Site USA Fund to 296 South Street Holdings. The project is known as 296 South Street. The loan request will provide financial assistance for the pre-development and acquisition of the entire property intended for a 3-phase development, including a 6-story mixed-use property with 146 residential units, 3 ground commercial spaces, and subsurface parking. If anyone's familiar with the city of Newark, really this is going to be in the kind of what they call the ironbound section. There is a lot of development down there, but what we wanted to do at the NJRA, make sure some of the residential housing going up there is going to be for really people who traditionally cannot afford to move into these marketplace. So really affordable housing. So we connected with the developer here, Lamont Carter, who will be the lead developer in this project. And we're only going to be in this project for maybe 12 to 24 months, and then we're going to be taken out of construction. It is a pretty, huge project. It's located right next to the train station, not too far, probably 3 blocks away. People can have easy access into Manhattan. It's going to be 29 studios, 62 1-bedroom, and 26 2-bedroom, and 1 4-bedroom units. The affordable housing unit mix will represent 7 studios, 15 1-bedroom, and 6 2-bedroom units. This is the NJRA's continued efforts to make sure we try to bring more affordable housing to the urban environments that we represent. The whole project is estimated to be around $36 million. And as I previously stated, we're only in there for really just maybe a year or 2. The developer has put in $1.8 million of their own equity into the project. Before the deal is always funded, we make sure that their money is in there first. We're going to receive some nice fees here of a total of $35,000. Once they accept this deal, we will get $17,000, and then we will get another $17,000 at the closing. This is once again, these are NJRA's efforts to increase our non-fee income to help us support our continued revenue growth. That is it for today. Thank you.
Chairman Winter, that concludes our presentation on the project, except I am going to say something. One of the things that we look at, and I think the chairman would agree with this, is that mixed income housing is probably one of the best ways to go. That when you can mix in market rate and affordable housing in communities like Newark, it makes better living situations for the individuals that live here. So that's one of the reasons why we like this particular project. And we also, Mr. Carter and his team, they're emerging developers. And one of the criticisms, particularly in 2024 and 2025, is that emerging developers did not have access to capital. So we are pleased that the Redevelopment Authority, that we can underwrite and we can craft the financing to allow these developers to enter the marketplace and complete projects that provide critically needed housing. And that really concludes it this time.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Leslie and Daryl. Do any board members have any comments or questions?
Yes, Tony Finley, I have a few. I've worked with the redeveloper, Lamont Carter. I've worked with him on a lot of environmental projects, and he's really good. He's someone I think that we're going to be very happy with by entering into this loan agreement with him. He's pretty solid. He's done a lot of work. he understands environmental. He has some costs in here to address environmental, and you know, I've worked with him in different areas. East Orange. I'm doing a project right now in Newark, so he's pretty good. We went through this in the project review committee, and I think the thing that really stand out for me is just his experience in doing this type of work. And he's not only as a developer, but he really understands the environmental issues too. So if there's any environmental issues that comes up, he will be able to address it. So you know, that's about all I want to add at this point.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments? May I have a motion on this resolution?
Motion, Kelly Anderson.
May I have a second?
Andrew Marshall.
Thank you. Ashley, would you please take a roll call?
I'm sorry, Chairman, before that, Amy, did you have a question? I kind of saw your hand go up and I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Somehow
I'm
my
sorry.
screen view changed, so I can't see everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, the only question I had was quick question was, how close is the development to Penn Station, Newark Penn Station?
It's 4 blocks.
Oh, that's great. That's
pretty
great.
close.
Thank you. That was it. Just
Thank you.
Amy Menacchio Nason,
yes.
Gary Pinar,
Yes.
Tony Finley,
Yes.
Paula Bloom,
Yes.
Kelly Anderson Thomas,
Yes.
Adam Neary,
Yes.
Keith White, oh, sorry, Susan Weber,
Yes.
Paul Seppi,
Yes.
Barry Van Cat,
Yes.
R. Andrew Marshall,
Yes.
Robert Sierra,
Yes.
Chairman Janelle Winter.
Yes.
Chairman, we have 12 yeses and 0 nos. The motion passes.
Thank you. The next item is resolution number 25-07, approval of an extension of the closing date for Walter G. Alexander for Urban Renewal LLC. Daryl will provide an overview of the resolution.
Yes, well, thank you. I mean, we approved a $5 million affordable housing support initiative money to the Walter G. Alexander Urban Renewal 12 months ago. And maybe a little longer than that. Through the process, the closing process, the customer needs a little bit more time to get his other closing or party capital stuff together. We met with him several times. Matter of fact, I have a meeting this afternoon with them again to really just make sure we iron down when we can close it, but give them time to really put this very substantial project up in the city of Orange. And so we support it, but he just needs a little bit more time to get this thing done. And we're talking to them. We're meeting with the capital stack providers to make sure that they meet the time period that's identified. So that is it, Chairwoman.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments from members of the board?
I just had a quick question, Amy. There were 2 different dates in the memo. Is it being extended to August or is it February?
August.
August. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments?
Yeah, Mike, Daryl, what's holding is the low income housing tax credit? Is that what's holding him up?
Yes.
Okay, and he needs that, I guess, to make this project work, right?
Good question, Tony. That's a significant part of the capital stack, and he needs that. I don't think it's an issue that he's not going to get it. It's just really getting the documentation together legally. It's more of a legal issue than more than anything else.
Okay. I mean, well, when you say the legal issue, that even made me a little more nervous. I mean, is he going to get that?
No. Don't get nervous when you get legal, Tony. Okay, it's just crossing the T's, dotting the I's. That's all it is.
Okay, then.
If I thought it was more than that, I don't know if I would bring it back. But this is a very substantial project in the city of Orange, and we want to support them as long as it's really to make sure they're going to get the capital stack. Wasn't there, I wouldn't, I would have some apprehension, but it is there to support it.
Okay, good enough.
Anyone else? May I have a motion for approval of this resolution?
Andrew Marshall.
May I have a second?
Barry
Second.
Van Cat.
Ashley, would you please take a roll call?
Amy Minacchio Nason,
Yes.
Gary Pinar,
Yes.
Tony Finley,
Yes.
Paula Bloom,
Yes.
Kelly Anderson Thomas,
Yes.
Adam Neary,
Yes.
Paul Seppi,
I'm here, guys. Sorry. Yes.
Barry Van Cat,
Yes.
Andrew Marshall,
Yes.
Robert Sierra,
Yes.
Chairman Janelle Winter.
Yes.
Chairman, you have 11 yeses and 0 nos. The motion passed.
Thank you. The next item is resolution number 25-08, approval of up to $1,432,270 in financial assistance from Urban Site Acquisition to Care Nexus Group LLC. Leslie will provide an overview.
Yes, I will. I'm going to let Daryl get into the weeds of the detail of the project financing that the NJRA is going to offer through this project. What I want to talk about is that this particular project, and Angela Cares, which is the nonprofit that's a part of Care Nexus, is connected to Senator Angela McKnight. We have been working with the senator since May of this year to ensure that there's no ethics violations and no conflict of interest. We have received confirmation from the Legislative Committee on Joint Ethical Standards that it does not present a conflict of interest, and there's no violation of ethics for her to be a part of this project. However, what they asked is that she not be the principal person on the financing. So I believe you may have received a write-up that listed her as the principal person on the project, and we have since changed that person to Evelyn Jackson, and that's in accordance with the direction she received from the legislature. We are satisfied with that response. We've gone over it with the AG's office as well as the governor's office, and they are satisfied with the opinion provided by the committee on the Joint Committee on Ethical Standards in the legislature so that we can advance and move this project forward. Before I turn it over to Daryl, I just want to say that these smaller projects, 16 units of affordable housing, are the type of projects that transform neighborhoods. They make a difference. We like to see the larger scale projects with the 60, 80, 100, 200 units. But on the ground level, the projects that truly transform neighborhoods are these smaller scale projects that drive really down to the residents that need housing, that probably already live in this community, and they're going to be provided with the opportunity to access a better quality of housing. So I'm going to turn it over to Daryl to allow him to elaborate on the NJRA financing for this project.
Thanks, Leslie. This is, as Leslie said, we had some ins and outs with this. We've been working on this project for particularly for almost 4 years. So when you talk about where they're first, we took the approach where we provided technical assistance, and then we wanted to make sure the project had the proper financial requirements to get the deal done. The location of this project is very key. It's on MLK Boulevard, but right next to it is a bodega. And this is going to take the bodega, the bodega's not going to be there anymore. So now, as Leslie said, this is going to be providing substantial, affordable, permanent residential housing to seniors and domestic violence victims. Our portion is only 1.4. We're going to be taking out, probably, I talked to the provider that's going to take out the NJRA. We're probably going to be taking out in 12 months, although we put in there for a little longer. I'm pretty happy that there's going to be approval support for a capital stack player to take the NJRA out. But I'm more happy is our investments in just to help with making sure this project changes how MLK looks down on Jersey City. Jersey City, as most people are aware, has one side where you have the Gold Coast, but nothing has moved up that people are familiar with Ocean Avenue and MLK. This is part of NJRA's efforts to make sure people in the wards get tremendous opportunity for affordable housing. The NJRA funding will be used solely for project acquisition and redevelopment. Once the phase is completed, the NJR loan will be paid off by the Jersey City Home American Rescue Program. These funds will be primary financing sources for the construction and completion of the proposed development. The ARP funds and affordable housing overlay zoning incentive are dedicated to expanding assets to affordable housing, especially at-risk population, such as seniors and survivors of domestic violence. Angela, Cares Next is a nonprofit, is a mission is to serve as an advocate and support system of senior citizens, their caregivers, and victims of domestic violence. This entity has been in place for over 20 years, led primarily by the senator, but for this transaction, the senator will remove her name from the day-to-day operations due to ethics. I think that is it for me today on that one. Thank you.
Can I add just one? I just want to add a point of clarification on that ethics issue. While my office did flag it as a potential issue, the AG's office does not weigh in at all on ethics considerations. It goes up, it takes a different path through the ethics that you have followed. So I just want to, be clear that we haven't weighed in on whether or not there is an ethics concern, because the AG's office does not get involved in ethics matters. Just want to clarify.
And thanks, Liz. I mean, we had worked with Liz hand in hand to make sure that we were following the proper course. And that's why we went to other entities within the state to make sure everybody was okay. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Presentation, Chairman. Thank you.
Are there any questions or comments from board members?
Yeah, there's only one comment I have. We went through this in the project review committee, and I think this is a phenomenal project, especially because the need it served, the special need group, the seniors and the domestic violence folks. And again, it's a small project. It doesn't require a lot of money from us, and I think it was really good when I went through and I reviewed it.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments?
This is Adam with DHS. I just appreciate all the work. I'm looking at it from the angle of the Joint Committee on the Ethical Standards from the legislature. Do we have anything in writing to back up that they don't find this to be a conflict of interest, or is it something just verbal guidance that we're getting from them?
We have written documentation.
Okay. Thank you. I just want to make sure that we have some paperwork backing up the work we're doing here.
Thank you.
And Adam, if you look at the conditions to close, it does say evidence of it, which would also require that we put that in the file before the AG's office would allow us to sign off on closing the financing as well.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
It was a good question. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? All right. May I have a motion to approve this resolution?
And Tony Finley, I'm going to make the motion with the change that Evelyn Jackson is going to be replacing Angela.
Thank you.
Kelly Anderson.
Okay. Ashley, would you please take the roll call?
Amy Minacchio Nason,
Yes.
Gary Pinar,
Yes.
Tony Finley,
Yes.
Paula Bloom,
Yes.
Kelly Anderson Thomas,
Yes.
Adam Neary,
Yes.
Paul Seppi,
Yes.
Barry Van Cat,
Yes.
Andrew Marshall,
Yes.
Robert Sierra,
Yes.
Chairman Janelle Winter.
Yes.
Chairman, we have 11 yeses, 0 nos. The motion passes.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is resolution number 25-09, a resolution recognizing the service commitment of NJRA employee Sharon Lee Williams. Leslie?
I'd rather not present this because if I don't present it, I'm hopeful Sharon will not retire. However, it's the fate of employees is leaving us December 31st of this year after 25 years of service to the New Jersey Redevelopment Authority. Sharon is affectionately known as our closer. She handles all of the loan closing. She manages the payments and the portfolio. I have a card for her that says, "They just don't make them like you anymore." She has been an amazing asset. She's actually not here today because she gets emotional. She doesn't want the attention, but it speaks to the work at the Redevelopment Authority that we would have a 25-year employee in this day and time, but she's been here for 25 years. She is absolutely phenomenal. She has actually built out a loan documentation system and a payment system that is now going to be virtual. So as she leaves us, she's kind of putting herself out of business, but she helped us build the system that will allow us to, and it just started in 2020 when we did the small business lease program, that will allow us to accept electronic payments for loans, as well as do loan closings virtually as well with electronic signatures. I personally am going to miss her tremendously. She's so value added at the Redevelopment Authority. We are truly sad to see her go, but we're also happy that she's able to retire in full health and that she can go and enjoy the next phase of her life. So we're excited for her. Chairman, that concludes my presentation.
Thank you, and thank you for that very wonderful tribute to Ms. Williams. It sounds like you definitely will miss her, but certainly a well-earned retirement. Do any board members have any questions or comments?
It's Adam again. First of all, any person who commits 25 plus years to the state, it should be commendable. It's doing the people's business is always great. I just want to clarify the spelling of her last name. In some places on the resolution has with a dash, in some places not. If you can just kind of clarify how that's going to be written when you present it to her.
It's going to be with the dash.
Okay. Yeah, some places I see without it.
Yeah, we're catching up. We're going to go through the packet before we send it over to the authorities unit to make sure we clean up those things. But I like you, Adam, because that's something that I would have picked up on as well.
All right, may I have a motion to approve this resolution?
Barry Van Cat, I'll move it.
Second?
Second, Kelly Anderson.
Thank you. Ashley, would you take the roll call?
Amy Minacchio Nason,
Yes.
Gary Pinar,
Yes.
Tony Finley,
Yes.
Paula Bloom.
Yeah.
Kelly Anderson Thomas,
Yes.
Adam Neary,
Yes.
Paul Seppi,
Yes.
Barry Van Cat,
Yes.
Andrew Marshall,
Yes.
Robert Sierra,
Yes.
Chairman Janelle Winter.
Yes.
Chairman, we have 11 yeses and 0 nos. The motion passes.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We now move on to the other business portion of the agenda. And the next item on the agenda is election of vice chairman and treasurer. In accordance with the bylaws, we are required to nominate and elect vice chair and treasurer at the December board meeting. And the bylaws language is in your packets. So do I hear any nominations for a vice chairman of the board?
Yes, Tony Finley. I will nominate Paul Seppi to be the vice chair for the next calendar year.
And are there any seconds for that nomination?
Andrew Marshall.
Thank you. Any other nominations from the board? Any questions or comments from board members?
Question. For the nominations, I don't see anything in the packet that gives any background on the individuals to be able to make an assessment, or is this just based on the nomination in general?
I can weigh in on that, Kelly. It's just based on the nomination in general. The law that created the NJRA, as well as in the bylaws, require us to flip it over. Vice chair. It is very functions in this capacity, because normally what the chair does, who's the commissioner of the Department of Community Affairs, designates someone to act in his or her place. So I don't want to trivialize it, but it's really a matter of form that was required in a law and now carries over into the bylaws as well. I hope that answers your question, and it's the same for the treasurer as well. The work is conducted actually by staff normally and comes to the board for approval. I hope that answers your question.
It does, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? All right, then we can, Ashley, could you give us a roll call, please?
Amy Minacchio Nason,
Yes.
Gary Pinar,
Yes.
Tony Finley,
Yes.
Paula Bloom,
Yes.
Kelly Anderson Thomas,
Yes.
Adam Neary,
Yes.
Paul Seppi,
Paul, you're muted.
we'll come back to him. Barry
You can
Van,
vote. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Uh,
guys. I think I had been muted.
okay, Paul Seppi,
I'll abstain if we don't need the vote. I think it's weird for me to vote for myself, but
we need the vote. we would need affirmative votes for this to pass. We have exactly 11 board
cool.
members.
It's America, Paul. Vote for yourself.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yes, happy to share my resume too with anybody that's curious. But yes,
Barry Van Cat,
yes,
Andrew Marshall,
Yes, 100%.
Robert Sierra,
yes.
Chairman Janelle Winter.
Yes,
Chairman, we have 11 yeses and 0 nos. The motion passes.
thank you. Are there any nominations for treasurer from the board?
As Paul Seppi, I'd like to nominate Tony Finley for treasurer of the board.
Thank you. Are there any seconds to that nomination?
Andrew Marshall.
Barry Van Cat, I'll second.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations? And are there any questions or comments from the board? Ashley, could you please take a roll call?
Amy Minacchio Nason,
Yes.
Gary Pinar,
Yes.
Tony Finley,
Yes, and I will be happy to accept it.
Paula Bloom,
Yes.
Kelly Anderson Thomas,
Yes.
Adam Neary,
Yes.
Paul Seppi,
Yes.
Barry Van Cat,
Yes.
Andrew Marshall,
Yes.
Robert Sierra,
Yes.
Chairman Janelle Winter.
Yes.
Chairman, we have 11 yeses and 0 nos. The motion passes.
Thank you. And thank you to Paul and Tony for taking on these roles. The next section of the agenda is public comment. Do we have any members of the public that wish to address the board? Hearing none, I will take a motion for adjournment.
May I just say something?
Oh, sure. I'm sorry.
Not that I want to keep you all on the phone any longer, but just on behalf of the staff, we truly appreciate your staff. I mean, your support throughout 2025. We've had some significant personal challenges at the Redevelopment Authority, and we appreciate the support of you as the members of the board you consistently show up, you honor the requirement that we have to get 11 people on this phone to be able to transact business. It doesn't go unnoticed and it doesn't go unappreciated. I'm going to ask that you all have a safe and happy holiday, whatever holiday you celebrate, that you be safe, and we'll see you in 2026. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Leslie. May I
Okay.
have a motion to adjourn?
Motion, Kelly Anderson.
Second,
Second, Gary Bernard.
and we can adjourn as a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? And any abstentions for the record? Hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone. And thank you to all of the staff at NJRA as well. And I hope everyone has a happy and healthy new year.
Okay.
Thank you.
Holidays,
Have a
everybody.
great
Thank you.
holiday,
Thank you.
everyone.
Wonderful holiday.
Likewise.